Hi again, everybody. My name is Greg Waddell. So happy to be with you here as we come to you from Centerville High School in suburban Dayton area. As earlier today in the other Division I regional final, the homestanding Centerville Elks were victorious and moved on, and they advanced on to what will be the state Elite 8 of Division I boys volleyball, and will play the winner, and will actually play St. Ignatius coming up next Saturday, 1 week from today at 3:15 p.m. And that game will take place at Pickerington Central. As for this matchup, Beavercreek and Northmont, the winner will advance on to face Hudson High School. They were a winner earlier today, so this team awaiting the victor, the winner of this match will play Hudson next weekend, and that'll be a 1:30 match at Pickerington Central. As for these two teams, Beavercreek comes in with a record of 17-8, and Northmont are 14-11. These two teams met twice during the regular season, as they are part of the GWAC conference in suburban Dayton, the Greater Western Ohio Conference, and these two teams met twice, and both of those matches went to Beavercreek. They won back on April the 14th in 4 sets, and then they met again just a few weeks ago on May the 10th, and it was a 3-set win for Beavercreek. But this is for a chance to move on to the State Elite 8, and the winner will move on. So we will come back and have the match for you. We will come back and get the lineups. In fact, they're doing them right now, so let's go down to the floor.
Jaden Allen. Number 6, Parker Grundish. Number 7, Kieran Scranton. Number 8, Alex Stowe. Number 9, Parker Bickle. Number 10, Kyle Delano. Number 11, John Lark. Number 12, Justice Favre. Number 13, Eli Mosier. Number 14, Jordan Anderson. Number 15, Aiden Likens. Number 20, Lucas Shaw. Number 23, Tochi Ibe. Northmont is coached by Jim Smith and assisted by Brianna Butler, Patrick Salter, and Josh Thomas. And now let's meet the players and coaches for the home team from Beavercreek High School. Number 0, Xavier Red. Number 2, Wyatt Jones. Number 3, Jay Quintero. Number 4, Tim Parson. Number 5, Parker Hansen. Number 6, Aaron Gerritsen. Number 7, Nick Stagel. Number 8, Howard Towers. Number 9, Craig Skousen. Number 10, Shreyas Tikala. Number 11, Austin Kolakowski. Number 12, Luke Buell. Number 13, Colin Brown. Number 14, Josh Culpepper. Number 15, David Larison. And number 19, Akila Patel. Beavercreek is coached by Carol Bisak.
And there you go. Those were the lineups for both Northmont and Beavercreek. And if you were listening closely, the final player for Beavercreek, Aquila Patel, is female, a girl playing on the boys volleyball. How awesome is that? And not tall in stature, but what she's got, she is a libero at 222 passes in the regular season, as well as 134 digs. So holding her own, to say the very least. But when you talk about Beavercreek, you got to talk about their player of the year in the West region. That would be Josh Culpepper, 6'2", 285 kills, 988 passes. He had 47 aces. Just does a little bit of everything, as he will be the man that things go through on the Beavercreek side of things. As Northmont, they are in the kind of faded green, the green fading down to the gray, and Beavercreek in all black outside of Aquila Patel. Again, mentioned her just moments ago. She is the libero that is out there, as we are just about set to get underway, as it'll be Northmont getting the serve to start things off against Beavercreek. As we are underway and ready to get going, it's Eli Mosher, as he will put that ball in play. Going to the outside, and there's a big hit, and off the block, the kill for the Beavercreek Beavers. And that will be Luke Buell. And Luke Buell, who Actually, Austin Koleskowski is who that is, as that first point will go over to Beavercreek. So 1-0. And as we see Beavercreek get their first shot at serving, it'll be Colin Brown. First go around, as he'll put that one in play as Jayden Allen poked that one back up, and that one over and got through the hands of Patel. And first point for Northmont as we're all even Steven here, 1-1. Just underway. Again, this winner will move on to the State Elite 8 next weekend as they will play the Hudson team. That shot right at Patel, and she tried to go down, but ricocheted over out of bounds, so a 2-1 lead for Northmont. As serving is Toshi Ibe. Ibe 263 kills, but also 31 aces, and got one right there. This time he'll go over to the opposite side. Culpepper pops it up, and then a play at the net, and Beavercreek puts it down and in for the point to tie things up. And 2-2 is our score as
back serve for the Beavers, number 11, Austin Koleskowski.
It'll be Austin Koleskowski to serve now for Beavercreek in a 2-2 matchup. And that one right through the hands of Jayden Allen. That'll go down as an ace. And gives Beavercreek their first lead at 3-2. Koleskowski had 40 aces in the regular season, so obviously knows what he's doing there. And that time, just missed that one as he tried to paint the back line, but that one just went a tad bit long, so point back over to the Thunderbolts, or the Bolts as their friends like to call them, and 3-3 is our score as the libero serving that one with Dominic Smith, and we'll see a double hit on that one against Beavercreek that'll put the score back over to, or the lead back over to the T-Bolts. Dominic Smith, 23 aces in the regular season. Koleskowski punches that one up, and then a pass over that side and off the touch. That went down and hard from Player of the Year Josh Culpepper as he will get the ball back over and side out for Beavercreek. And the Creek will move back Nick Stagel to serve. And Stagel will go over to the left side of the court. Sometimes you'll see that movement along the back line, so to the far left corner as he'll send it over. Parker Grundish gets it up, and then a set over. And Jayden Allen has that shot blocked at the net. Another chance on the right side. That one a touch, kept alive by Beavercreek, and what a great effort to get that one over by Josh Culpepper from well outside. No chance here for the T-Bolts, and into a double hit. Yeah, Allen has it returned, and back over, dumping it straight down is Josh Culpepper. Again, we mentioned he is the Player of the Year. He's a first-team All-State as well in the state of Ohio, as he is four-year varsity member, and he has been quite the player over the years for head coach Carol Bisek. Here's a nice set and a block on that outside by Culpepper. On a good swing by Delano, and then pushed back over and getting it when to fall is Craig Skousen. And a 6-4 lead now for Beavercreek as they, 6-4 lead as they update the scoreboard. And keeping on the serve, Nick Stagel. He'll send that ball over. Parker Grundish gets it up, and over to the sideline, though. Tough set, tough to handle along that side for Jayden Allen. An easy point for Beavercreek, and a 3-point lead now for the Creek as Nick Stagel will continue on the serve run. Got 3 straight through. They'll come over to Jayden Allen this time, and then a set into the middle, and a little miss hit as Eli Joslin trying, or actually check that was Siren Scranton trying to track that one down. Kind of a fake, and he kind of slid behind, but that served just the set a little off target, and a point for Creek up 4. Now an 8-4, an overhit, and slumping that one right back down, and initially getting a touch, but finally getting it to fall was Beavercreek's Luke Buell, and that's going to force head coach Jim Smith for Northmont to take a timeout. First set action here. It's an early 9-4 lead for Beavercreek from ESP Media, powered by Sidearm Sports. 9-4 is the lead for Beavercreek. Northmont taking their first timeout as staying on the serve, Nick Stagel. Set to the front right side and pushed deep by Delano. Controlled by Beavercreek and a chance on the right side, but that one kept alive by Northmont. Nice swing by Jaden Allen, scrambling Beavercreek, and they will get it back over again. They had a couple of out of service plays, but then rolling one over and getting it to fall. Jaden Allen falls right in front of Colin Brown, and that one will fall, but a couple of scramble plays by Beavercreek keeping him with the opportunity, but Northmont able to finally get one to fall as into service Kyle Delano. A good hard serve. And Beavercreek going to push it over in three, and now Jaden Allen, he will get that one down and hard as he went right down that left sideline and right at Colin Brown. Able to get that one to fall, and the Bolts back to within three at 9-6 on the serve of Kyle Delano. Here's an outside set. Culpepper just touched it over, and a little equal touch by Mosher for Bolts, and then another set for Culpepper as that one popped up and kept alive and over on a three ball for Northmont. Another chance now. Here's Culpepper again. He goes right at Dominic Smith, who gets it up and over, and now it's another scramble for Beavercreek as pushed over by Culpepper on three. Jaden Allen at the net, had that one blocked down, right back at him, and actually may have never gotten it over the net, I think is what happened. So it's .2 Beavercreek, and 10-6 the score. And in to serve now is Tim Parson.
Number 4, Tim Parson.
As Beavercreek with a 4-point lead. We'll send this one deep. Parker Grundish gets it up on the left, Jaden Allen, but miss hit on that one sends it long. And Beavercreek's lead now at 5 here in the first set, 11-6. Tim Parson, his second serve. They went deep again as Grundish gets that one up. Nice set at the net and then pushed high into the air by Siren Scranton. Chance now for Culpepper and fingertips on that one. And the Bolts now a chance. Jaden Allen into a hit, and that one through a couple of hands and off the back line. So that'll go down as a kill for Jaden Allen and Northmont as they get the serve back, trailing at 11-7. And Jaden Allen will go back to serve. Jaden Allen has been outstanding. He 215 kills, 825 passes, leads the team, but also 37 aces. So the ace on the back line. There's a play at the front net. And Toshi Ibe trying to go on that left side, but had it blocked down. And back on the Northmont side it goes. So .2 the Beavers, and a 12-7 lead. And Josh Culpepper with 47 aces, the West Player of the Year. And boy, he put some absolute mustard on that one, but a bit too deep, too far. Always appreciate the notes from head coach Carol Bisek, helping us learn a little bit about her players. And Josh Culpepper also ran 4 years across country at Beavercreek, as that shot from Beavercreek goes long. So point for Siren Scranton and the Thunderbolts. And they are to within 3 at 12-9. And Scranton, another serve over. That one sent deep and catches the line down that left side as Austin Kolskowski able to find that bit of yellow tape on the sideline there and gets the point for Beavercreek and breaks the serve of Scranton. And Luke Buell will go back to serve now for the Beavers. Buell, of course, his brother Noah, one of the assistant coaches now, is a player of the year in his own right, graduating back in 2017. And at that point, we'll go to Buell and the Beavers. And they lead at 14-9 as we're going to see Kyle Delano out on defense for the Thunderbolts, and junior John Lark comes in. Set to the front, just dumped over by Mosher. Played nicely by the Beaver. And a nice back row set, and Culpepper goes right down the pipe and catches the back line. That's point for Beavercreek and increases their lead to 15-9. As Luke Buell gets the serve over, trying to set it off, and on the antenna hit, Toshi Ibe had some big heights on that one, but caught a little bit of the antenna, trying to get that one down, and point goes to Beavercreek and increases their lead now to 7 at 16-9. Biggest lead for the Beavers. That one drops right down on the feet of Lark, who fought it off, and then off the back row with his back to the net, Jaden Allen can't get that one back up and over. And another point to the Creek. And their lead now is 17-9. Luke Buell on the serve. Again, that's John Lark, the junior. Over the sideline and a back row set, and getting that one to fall. Jaden Allen hit the hands up front. And Kolskowski in the middle. Even Larison was there as well. And finding enough of an opening was Jaden Allen off the back row to get the serve back over to Northmont. And they will go back to the top. And their top server for the Northmont Thunderbolts is Eli Mosher. There's a set, and that one blocked down right in the middle. And Toshi Ibe again finding it a little bit tough there in the middle, as we will see Aquila Patel. She checks back in here in the OHS PVA. As she will come in and back to service Colin Brown. A little trouble near the sideline for the Northmont Thunderbolts, and they can't track it down, and that'll be a point to the Creek, as Colin Brown stays on the serve in a 19-10 lead, 9-point lead, the biggest. Here comes Ibe on the right side and through a couple sets of hands and finds pay dirt for the T-Bolts, and he gets the point, makes it 19-11. And Toshi Ibe back to serve, 31 aces in the regular season. Had one in his first go around here. Let's see where he will go, and he will send that one long. He was looking for the back corner, and a little too much on that one, and it'll be another 9-point lead now for Beavercreek at 22-11. Ibe out. Parker Grundish in his spot comes back in. Here's the serve from Kolskowski, and a middle set, and boy, Jordan Anderson with 77 kills in the regular season adds to it right there as he took that one off the shoulder of Colin Brown, and the T-Bolts get the point and the serve back, and Dominic Smith in. Smith a little touch serve over into the middle, setting it to the outside as Culpepper off the hands of Delano, and the ball falls, and that'll go down as a kill for Josh Culpepper. And the lead back to 9 as Patel out and Luke Buell back in.
Number 7, Nick Stagel.
And back to serve is Nick Stagel for the Beavs, as push to the top and set over to the left side as they would block down from the T-Bolts. Here's an opportunity now on the right side for Beavercreek, but not getting full shot on that one with Skousen, so Northmont keeps it alive. Another set to that right side. And Allen again, and gets a touch off the initial hit and finds the ball to his favor falling and giving the T-Bolts the serve back, trailing at 21-13. As that ball will be put in play by Kyle Delano. That one touched over and scrambling, and Delano will put it back and finds the opening, but coming out of nowhere, Kolskowski keeps it alive, sets it up for Culpepper, but that one blocked at the net as Eli Mosher up. He had 45 blocks in the regular season and gets one on the Player of the Year there. And a point to Northmont. Cuts the Beavercreek lead to 7, 21-14, but Delano's serve goes into the top of the net, and out it goes. He'll come out. John Lark will come back in. And the serve will go back to Tim Parson for Beavercreek as they are up 22-14. Middle set, blocked down from Scranton, pushed back over, and now back row just punched over by Kolskowski. Northmont a chance as Jaden Allen just rolls that one over and found an opening deep. as Koleskowski tried to dive and get hands on it and sent it up, but too far for the set and into the net, and it falls straight down. Point to the T-Bolts, and Northmont hanging around 22-15. As Jaden Allen serving, we'll go at Koleskowski, set to the front. Now it just tipped over as Buell got a piece of that one. Back row set now, Allen. And Koleskowski who punches it up. Now Culpepper sends it wide. He was going cross court from that left outside slot. And good set, but just sent it a little wide. And Northmont hanging around 22-16 here in the first set. Serve from Jaden Allen deep. Here comes Culpepper again. This time, nice dig out by Smith. Keeps it alive for Northmont on a 3-ball. Allen will send it over. And then slipping down, trying to go for a set was Josh Culpepper. He's okay and trying to get back into the play, but got it out of system. And Northmont takes advantage and finds the opening. And maybe a wet spot on the floor there that saw the POY of the West region go down, Josh Culpepper, and he appears to be okay. But in the Division I regional finals earlier today, Lakota East had a player that went down with an injury. It kind of changed the course of the game. Sebastian Navarro from Lakota East was a big presence in the middle and had Lakota East out to an 8-point lead in the first set on Centerville. He went out hurt and really didn't see what caused it, but he had a couple of knee braces on, so he may have just re-aggravated an old injury. But it kind of changed the scope of the match, and that'll go down as an ace for Jaden Allen. And we're going to see Carroll Bisac take a timeout as the T-Bolts have climbed to within 4 at 22-18. They cut the deficit in half here in the first set. It's Northmont and Beavercreek from ESP Media, powered by Sidearm Sports. Well, John McCracken producing, directing, and hobbling around. Greg Waddell with you as our second regional final matchup. Take 2 teams out of each region and 4 regions in the state, so that'll make it the Elite 8. That'll come next Saturday from Pick Central. I'll be there with Jason Griefer, and executive producer Rob Ebel will be covering the OHS BVA Championship weekend. We have done for more than the last 10 years. Which one of these 2 teams will also advance on with Centerville from the West region, and that'll be a point to Northmont. Or no, that'll be Beavercreek getting the point. That one falls on the Northmont side as tried to cut that one off was Mosher at the net, but fell right down at his feet. So side out. And the coach's point there from Carroll Bisac, and a 23-18 lead now for Beavercreek. The serve at Toshi Ibe, and into the middle, slamming that one down is Eli Mosher. He's not just a setter. He took that one downtown. He had 92 kills during the regular season. He might be listed as a setter, but nice play there as we'll see Dominic Smith out and Siren Scranton back in, and he'll send that serve long. And that'll put us at set point now for Beavercreek at 24-19 as we will have Haven Larison check in on the front line. Meantime, back to serve will be Luke Buell. Close it out here in the first set for the Creek. Jaden Allen up to the front row for eBay, and off a touch. Gets that one to fall, and point Northmont. They are within 3, or make it 4, 24-20 is the score. And the server for Northmont will be Eli Mosher back to the top. Through on his 3rd rotation, but no margin for error now at set point number 2 for Beavercreek. He'll punch that one on the left side. Here's a set, and that one just tipped over. Nice diving effort by Northmont, but on the shot over the net, it goes over and wide, and that'll close out set number 1 as Beavercreek will get the 25-20 first set win here over Northmont. A timeout, set 2 when we return. It is the West Regional Finals for Division I, OHS BVA from ESP Media, powered by Sidearm Sports. Set number 2 coming your way here in the Division I Regional Final from Centerville High School. I'm Greg Waddell. The West Regional Finals and some other matches going on. You can check out all the matches all day long on OHSBVABroadcast.com or on demand whenever you want to watch them. Well, we appreciate you tuning in as the OHS BVA and ESP Media have been partnered up for a long time, and now this may be like the swan song of sorts when you are talking about the potential for the sport of boys volleyball becoming an emerging sport and eventually a sanctioned OHSAA sport. And the OHSAA will be taking over starting next year. The OHSBVA might still be running. And the first serve is going to be touched at the net and will be point to Northmont as they break the serve of Noah Buell. I think Beavercreek initially thought they got the point. They didn't realize there was a touch at the net. So Buell will come out, and Aquila Patel, the female young lady playing for Carol Bisek. And again, we talk about Carol Bisek giving us a lot of information. Not only does Aquila, did she play, or is she playing as the boys team here on her first year, but she also played for the girls volleyball team. So I'm going to have to talk to Carol about her. So I'm guessing she just came to Beavercreek and played both girls and wants to play boys volleyball as well and holding her own. And it's the first time we've seen that in all the years ESP Media has been covering things. A nice little dump shot falls and finds pay dirt. Jordan Anderson gets that one to fall for Northmont and gives the T-Bolts a 2-1 lead here in set number 2. Serving will be Eli Mosier. The ball put up to the front and a little sidewinder shot there from Haven Larison. And it's set up by Northmont, but that swing will go too deep into that corner and point to Beavercreek, and they'll bring the serve back over.
Number 11, Austin Kolakowski.
Yeah, that'll be Austin Kolakowski now serving for the Beavs as set 2, tied at 2. Serve into the middle, but right into the net. Jordan Anderson, not quite enough height on that set, and put that one right into the top of the net. And Beavercreek, their first lead here in the second set at 3-2 as Kolakowski serving again. This time he'll go Jaden Allen. Able to push that one back up as Patel will set, and then over to the left side, Culpepper, but that one just a tad bit long, looking for that corner. Off the set from Haven Larison. And we will see Toshi Ibe come out from the serve rotation and Parker Grundish into that spot. In a match leading Beavercreek 1-0. And won 25-20 in the first, and will now take the lead here in the second set 4-3 with that kill from the left side. And get the serve back as out goes Aquila Patel. And back in comes Luke Buell. And serving for Beavercreek. And a nice serve rotation, Nick Stagel in the first set. Scrambling around, and Jaden Allen gets that one over on a 3-ball. Now some confusion on the Beavercreek side, and they're not able to handle it. And that one goes into the antenna, and they'll be out of system on both sides. Point, and favors Northmont. They are all even at 4 apiece. Getting the correct ball in again. And Dominic Smith will be serving. Dominic Smith led the team with nearly 1,400 passing points, 403 digs. He's wearing that tie-dye libero jersey, and his serve will net a point for Northmont as they go up 5-4. And these two teams met in the regular season. Beavercreek won both of the matches. We see a big swing that time as Northmont keeps it alive. Nice job, back row. Setting that one to the front as Josh Allen gets it over, Jaden Allen rather. That one goes over on a 3-ball, joust at the net, and they're going to say over the net was Luke Buell. That kind of, Buell jousting with Siren and Scranton for Northmont at the net. They both kind of swung and missed, but Buell's hands went over, so point to Northmont. I think they 6-4, and boy, that rocket shot. Dominic Smith nearly got that one back up. Not only does he have nearly 1,400 passing points, he's dug a team best 400 plus shots back at him, and nearly a big rocket there, but point goes to Beavercreek. They trail at 6-5 as Tim Parsons serving. That's Culpepper, but he'll go wide. Trying to go right down the line. Oh, they're going to say touch at the net. And that will be a point to Beavercreek. Good job by the R1 up on the chair. Spotting that one. It was right in front of her. Tough one to miss and probably hear, but Josh Culpepper hits the ball. It's going to be an absolute rocket. Tough dig there by Grundish, but gets it up, and Northmont fights it over, but open chance now for Culpepper, and dug out again. Dominic Smith setting that one up, and a touch of the net as Jaden Allen kind of slaps that one down the line and got the touch to end the point for Northmont as they hold on to a lead, back to a 7-6 lead. A little back and forth action here in set number 2. Serving this one is Kyle Delano. And misfire there. That's not what you want if you're head coach Jim Smith. And Kyle Delano, one of the seniors, he'll want another crack at that one as the ball back over as Culpepper spinning the ball in the fingers. High toss and absolutely, whoa. That one, a close one right at the back line as he had that one diving, but not quite diving enough, and sails long. And Beavercreek lead was 8-7. And Northmont's Jaden Allen serving. Setting that one over. I think that scoreboard is wrong. Yeah, I think the board is wrong. I think we're going to have a discrepancy on the scoreboard. What do we got up here, John McCracken? Let's see if my boy John, he changed it over too, didn't you? I think they awarded a point to Beavercreek when it should have been, 8-8 is the score. That's it. Yeah, they had incorrectly awarded a point to Beavercreek that should have been Northmont. Now it's all even at 8-8. I think that makes a little bit more sense. Thought that seemed like a great rally. Then on to serve, Luke Buell just kind of just a little touch serve on that one. Didn't put a whole lot on it and found an opening. And that little change of pace fooled everybody. Almost like an ephus serve. Buell gives Beavercreek the lead, 9-8. Set up near the back row, and Toshi Ibe had set a little bit behind him, and he tried to make something of nothing, and unfortunately sends that one wide if you're a Northmont fan. And the Creek lead goes to 10-8. Here in set number 2. Luke Buell again. A little knuckler on that one, dies right at the feet of eBay, but gets it up, and Northmont gets it over. Now a back row set, and putting it down, and finding the opening is Josh Culpepper, in a West Region Player of the Year. And it will be a 3-point lead now for Beavercreek as Luke Buell back to serve again. Knuckles it over at Toshi Ibe, and then dumped at the front as it's set to Eli Mosher, who just kind of two-handed sent it straight down. Almost goes as a set by Ibe, and heads-up play by Eli Mosher, who had 92 kills in a regular season, and gets the serve back for Northmont. As the T-Bolts in that gradient green to white jersey, trailing at 11-9. There's a serve, and Alex Stone in. He had 9 aces in the regular season, but put that one into the top of the net. His first action of the game, so he'll come out. And back in on defense is Searden Scranton. And a serve back over to Beavercreek's Colin Brown. Brown ready to put it in play, does so, and that dies right at Jaden Allen's feet, but gets it over, and then that one falls right down in front of Aquila Patel. Just a little dump over into the middle, and Patel diving, but she couldn't quite get there. Yes, I said she. Couldn't quite get there, and point back to Northmont. Aquila Patel wearing that orange jersey for Beavercreek. The serve played up by Kolaskowski, and then tipped over on a second shot by Colin Brown. And Jim Smith thought maybe there was a carry involved with that, and he's wondering whether or not he can get the up ref. He's telling his captain on the floor, Eli Mosier, to go up and explain what he saw. He's thinking it was more of a carry type of a play over the net than it was just a dump shot by Colin Brown. So there's conversations going on. Eli Mosher back over talking to the R1. I'm not sure it's going to get overturned or not. And I do say it stays with Beavercreek. The point does. So 13-10, Beavercreek with the lead. As Koliskowski back to serve now for the Creek. And he'll send that one at Dominic Smith, gets it up and then sent from the back row and towards the front, and not enough to get it over Eli Mosher. That initial serve receive went backwards, and Jaden Allen tried to get it close to the front, but not enough on the third attempt to get it over, and an easy point for Beavercreek. And up 4 now, 14-10. Dominic Smith out of nowhere to dig that one out, and then set up, pushed over by Delano. Chance now for Culpepper off the top of the net, never got it across. That one went right down the net and stays on the Creek side, so point to Northmont, as we'll see Toshi Ibe out and Parker Grundish in to serve for Northmont. The Bolts trailing at 14-11 here in set number 2. Grundish approaching, sends it to Culpepper, pops it up, and then sent over by Larison. Chance now, here's Jaden Allen in the net. Sends that one down the sideline and kept alive as Patel sets. And off the back row hit. Koliskowski gets it over. Now a chance for Northmont. Jaden Allen off a touch and kept alive by Koliskowski. And Northmont thought there was going to be a double, and they indeed do get that call. And I think the R2 is going to tell the Northmont coaches, hey, we'll call it. They had to wait for the ball to come down, and I think Jim Smith telling his players, let the officials do the calls. They got the point. Everything goes their way, so it's 14-12. Beavercreek the lead, but the serve for Northmont as Patel pops it up and then set up to Culpepper, who just kind of rolls it over. Smith now the set to the left side. Allen over. Dug out by Koliskowski. Back set on that right side. Nice dig out there by Northmont's Mosier. And that one kept alive. Nice job by Koliskowski, but in the overhit, thrown right back down by Kyle Delano for Northmont. And they've crept back to within 1 now at 14-13. It was a 5-point lead for Beavercreek at 14-9, but Parker Grundish with a few points here in this rotation as he'll go at Patel, and that'll go off her arms out, and that'll be point to Northmont to tie this matchup, or tie this setup rather, at 14 apiece. Parker Grundish, another serve, and this one cut off by Culpepper. Pops it up, and then that one hit the backboard of the basketball thing and still sent over, but trying to dig that one out off the deflection was Howard Towers and sent that one wide. And Harold Bisek sees Northmont take the lead, so Beavercreek taking a timeout. The Thunderbolts have come back to take a 1-point lead here in set number 2 from ESP Media, powered by Sidearm Sports. Northmont working their way back into this second set. They were down 14-9, but they rallied to take a 15-14 lead. Beavercreek winning the first set by 25-20 margin. The winner of this match will move on to Columbus next weekend and will face the Hudson Explorers in part of the state championship weekend, as we will be up at Pickerington Central High School covering the OHS BVA championship weekend. Ton of volleyball next weekend, and good timeout point for Beavercreek as they'll get the middle set. And Haven Larison, the senior, who had 98 kills in the regular season, evens this set up at 15 apiece. But again, next weekend, we will have all day worth of matches next Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll have the D1 semifinals and finals along with the Division II championship match. Earlier today, Centerville advanced on, and they will face St. Ignatius next weekend as that point goes to Beavercreek, and they regained a lead at 16-15. Centerville, a 4-set win over Lakota East this morning, and they will advance on and play St. Ignatius at 3:15 next Saturday. Winner of this match, again, will face Hudson next Saturday at 1:30 at Pickerington Central. That's where we were last year. The new location post-COVID. And great setup, great venue last year at Pick Central, and doing it again this year. And nice set that time for Jaden Allen, but nice return. Here's Culpepper for Beavercreek, and down he flushes that one. And after the timeout, 3 straight points now for Beavercreek. Carol Bisek, who has been around a long time at Beavercreek, pulling the strings, and they're going to call a foot foul on the serve. Nick Stagel, you don't see that happen very often, but Stagel loses his serve and goes back over to Northmont. T-Bulls down a point, 17-16. Stagel gets that one up, and all that outside hit, and getting it to fall after the touch. Howard Towers scrambling, but Northmont couldn't quite return it. So a kill for Howard Towers and Beavercreek. Their lead goes to 18-16 here. Mentioned Centerville will play St. Ignatius, and the winner of this matchup will play Hudson. The Division II regional finals we had here just before this match had Carroll knocking off Chaminade Julienne in straight sets, and Carroll will advance on to play the winner of Brecksville Broadview Heights and St. Vincent St. Mary. That match starting at 1:30, so we'll try to get an update on that one. That'll be part of the Division II semifinals next Saturday. At that point goes to Beavercreek, and another serve for Tim Parson, who's been very solid back there serving. Jaden Allen, though, also very solid on that front left side for Coach Jim Smith and Northmont. Gets another kill, and the serve back for Northmont. They trail at 19-17. John Lark is going to come in. He swaps spots with Kyle Delano in the rotation. And Lark will go back and serve. Northmont down a pair and down 1-0. Left-handed serve, and Goloskowski gets it up, then over to Culpepper, and a touch at the net. Culpepper with the kill. And a 3-point lead for Beavercreek now as their lead goes to 20-17 here in set number 2. And all next weekend, we'll have all the broadcasts, ohsbvabroadcast.com, or you can go to the OHSBVA website. That is ohioboysvolleyball.com. And that ball wide, and we see Dominic Smith goes down. He was away from the play, and I'm not sure what happened there for Dominic Smith, but he appears shaken up and in a little bit of pain here as they give the point to, I believe, Northmont. I don't know if he slipped. He says he's okay, and he's got that beach vibe going, the tie-dye, the ponytail, the long flow going, just like my boy John McCracken wants to look. Wishes he could pull that look off in his younger days. Yeah, they're going to try to clean off the floor, and hopefully Dominic Smith okay. The senior libero gives the thumbs up to the official. I don't know if he just slipped, trying to make a cut towards the play, but the score is 20-18, so I think the point went to Northmont on that scramble. Let's wait and see where the ball, I don't even see the ball out there on the floor right now to see. Oh, there it is. It is going to be Northmont serve, so T-Bolts get the point, and Jaden Allen back to serve. Trying to keep Northmont in this second set. And do not want to get down 2-0 to the 2-seed Beavercreek Beavers. Next up by Tim Parson, and then set into the middle, and a touch off of Northmont hands, and a kill for Josh Culpepper in Beavercreek. And they go to their money player, who will now go back to serve. West Region Division I Player of the Year, Josh Culpepper. Actually, he's not serving, beg your pardon. It's Haven Larison. Larison back to serve. Dominic Smith gets it, and the serve, or the set over on the left side, and Toshi Ibe finally finds the opening. Kid has got some serious ups out there on that left sideline, and just haven't been able to utilize them as much as they would like, but do so in a nick of time there and get the serve back, trailing it by 2. And a serve by Siren Scranton. Dug out by the Beavers. They'll have to 3-ball roll it over, and then a dump attempt picked up from Mosher, scrambling around, sent over to the front of the net by Patel, and Koliskowski another crack at it after it came right back at him. And when returned again, here's Oshie, a touch at the net, dug out nicely, keeping it alive. Northmont, back row, Jaden Allen sends it in, diving effort by Patel, but that one just skirted off the side of her arm out. She made a great effort to dig that one out, but the point goes to Northmont, and the T-Bolts now within 1 at 21-20. Scranton going to the back line, but Culpepper gets to it, sets it to the front, and a big hit and kill. Haven Larison off a pair of hands up front from Northmont, and Beavercreek breaks the Northmont serve, and now within 3 of this second set, up 22-20. As Colin Brown serving for the Beavs. Oh, miss. Oh, nice dump. I thought it was a miss set. There was nobody behind, but that was just a dump by Eli Mosier as he caught that one right on the sideline. Got it to fall and gets the point back for Northmont. Heads up play. Eli Mosier. He is one of the top players, not only in the G-Walk, but also in the West region, but in a set into the middle for Beavercreek as Haven Larison slams that one down with authority and puts it at 23-21. Koliskowski in to serve now. He's 4th in aces, trying the back line, but a bit too far. 4th in the G-Walk, we should say, but that one just a bit long. So Northmont, wait, what are they? Yeah, they missed, again, the scoreboard was wrong. They had 24-21 for a second. That was Northmont points, so it's 23-22. Northmont stays alive as the serve from Parker Grundish. Playing it over, just sent over by Josh Culpepper, rolls it over. Attempt down that right sideline, and great dig out, and getting it to fall. Off that left sideline, just sticking the hand out, Colin Brown, and sending it in deep into the corner after a nice swing from Kyle Delano from Northmont. And that will now put Beavercreek at set point at number 2. And Beavercreek will have Nick Stagel into serve, trying to close it out. Already up 1-0. Dominic Smith gets it to the front, trying to set up Jaden Allen. Oh, blocked at the net, and down it goes by Beavercreek. And they capture set number 2, and now are up 2-0 and 1 set away from advancing on to the Division I Elite 8 as Beavercreek gets the victory in that second set. They win it by a final score of 25-22. Third set coming up when we return as Beavercreek trying to close things out as you're watching the West Region Division I Finals from ESP Media, powered by Sidearm Sports. Back onto the floor, ready for set number 3. Beavercreek trying to close it out in straight sets. Northmont, they're going to need a massive rally. Northmont to get here. They were able to get by Middletown in 3 straight sets, so haven't been tested in 5 sets. But looking back, they did beat Centerville earlier this year in 5 sets and also beat Division II powerhouse Alter in 5 sets, Kettering Fairmont in 5 sets, and in fact not once but twice during the course of the season, and also St. Charles out of Northern Ohio. So Northmont's gone 5 sets a few times, but they're going to need a massive rally here as they are down 2-0 and ready to get the third set underway. As Jaden Allen will start things off for Northmont on the serve. And he will get the ace. That's the way you want to start things off. As Jaden Allen had 37 in the regular season. That was best for 5th best in the G-Walk. And he gets Northmont out to a 1-0 lead. And This time returned and off the hands of Dominic Smith all the way to the back wall, and Northmont can't track that one down. And that will be a point to the Beavers, and we're all tied up 1 apiece. In the winner of this match, we'll get the Hudson Explorers next Saturday afternoon at 1:30 at Pickerington Central High School in the quarterfinal round of Division I state championship. And that block, actually it wasn't blocked, it was blocked down and point back over. It's Northmont's point. No, it's Beavercreek's point. It was blocked right back down on the Northmont side. Yeah, first thing, the ball back over to the Northmont side. Beavercreek point though, 2-1. They've got the lead. Winner of this match will face Hudson at 1:30 as nice dig out there by Aquila Patel. And on that left sideline, that one blocked down. Koliskowski trying to go by Eli Mosier for Northmont, but Mosier blocks that one back. And point to Northmont to even this third set up at 2 apiece. Hudson and the winner of this match, and then the other West Regional Final, Centerville, will play St. Ignatius at 3:15 next Saturday afternoon. Again, you can check out ohsbvabroadcast.com to see matches. We've got all the regional final matches, Division I and Division II streaming, so you can either check them out live or on demand. Big one down in Cincinnati tonight. You've got state number 2 Moeller in Division I playing St. Xavier, and the number 1 seed in the South region, Elder, will take on Sycamore, who is a 5 seed. That'll be a little bit later on tonight. Elder and Sycamore at 5:30, and then Moeller and St. X. And anytime those two teams play in anything, it is a dandy, and that'll be at 7 o'clock tonight. Nice pancake effort. No, they're going to save the ball on the floor, down. So that point will go to Beavercreek. Northmont tried to sell that one, but officials on both sides of the floor say the ball hit the floor, so point to Beavercreek. But again, talking about the website, go to ohsbvabroadcast.com. Again, we've been partnered up BSB Media with the OHSBVA for more than 10 years now, and we have had an absolute blast as I hit a double hit on, not called on, Monson Koliskowski hit his hands in his face, but and then a diving effort and falls down anyway. Stagel kind of skinned the knee up just a little bit, diving after that one, and that'll be a point to Northmont. There's Toshi Ibe out, and Parker Grundis sharing that spot in. We're all tied up at 4 apiece here in the third set. But ohsbvabroadcast.com, and then next week we will have all 10 state championship matches. We'll have 6 on the day Saturday. We'll have the 4 Division I matches in the quarterfinals and the 2 Final 4 matches in Division II, and then everybody that wins advances on to Sunday. We'll have the D1 Final 4, followed up by the Division II championship, and then the Division I championship to wrap up the weekend. Next Saturday and Sunday for Pickerington Central, and there's a little dump down, getting that one to fall. Austin Towers for Beavercreek. And the Beavs back up by 1 here, 5-4 in this third set. And serving that one is Tim Parsons. Set to the front, a little back set, and nice swing by Delano, but kept alive by Beavercreek. They'll get it over in 3, so another chance for Northmont. Delano again into the block of Culpepper, and this time gets the ball to fall, and it goes down as a block point for Josh Culpepper, and Beavercreek's lead goes to 6-4. Again, serving is Tim Parsons. That one deep, and Jaden Allen with his back to the net gets it close and over, and then sliding around in the middle, but not able to get that one over the net. That was Colin Brown trying to slide around and put that one into the top of the twine. So a 6-5 Beavercreek lead. Northmont serving, that's Dominic Smith. Comes Culpepper at Smith. Those two have had a great matchup and dug out nicely. It comes back over. Smith from deep on the floor sends it over. Now a chance for Culpepper. Again it's Smith. Again digs this one out. Deep, knocked back towards the floor, and Dominic Smith again back to the net, sends it over. Two great digs, Dominic Smith. This time off speed by Culpepper, and he will get it to fall eventually. Actually tipped over the sideline by the Thunderbolts, but what two great efforts digging by Dominic Smith. And you can tell those two know each other very, very well. Josh Culpepper on that left outside, hitting it across court, and Dominic Smith not once but twice digging it out in spectacular saves by his teammates. That effort by Scranton rejected by the Beavers, and then that set too far down on the ground for Jaden Allen. He wasn't able to dig it out, and point to Beavercreek makes it 8-5. Go back to that two dig out effort there by Dominic Smith, and even though Northmont didn't get the point, that was great action. This time now it's Kyle Delano just tipping one over, and off the back row, all the way up near the line to get that one over was Culpepper, and then trying to track that one down, angling towards the sideline. Colin Brown stepped over the center line, and now we point to Northmont. So 8-6 the score. And into serve will be John Lart, Jr., as he trades spots. Kyle Delano sends that serve deep, and that'll just float over the end line and out. And back over to Beavercreek it'll go, 9-6. The Beavs with the lead. Out goes Nick Stagel. Back in comes Haven Larison as Luke Buell serving for the Creek. Set to that outside, Jaden Allen. That time misfired on that one into the top of the net, and the point over to Beavercreek in a 4-point lead now. It's their biggest lead here in set number 3, already leading it 2-0. Buell, Jaden Allen spins it up. Dominic Smith taps it over, then on 3, Grundish gets it across the net. And a middle set and off the top of the net, and then getting the ball to hit the floor was Haven Larison, and that'll be point to Beavercreek. Jim Smith and Northmont will take a timeout. They're down 2-0 and trailing at 11-6 here in the third set from ESP Media, powered by Sidearm Sports. Beavercreek up 2-0 and leading 11-6 here in the third set. They played Northmont twice in the regular season. Beat them 3-1, 3-1 back in April. And just a couple of weeks ago, Northmont at Beavercreek fell. Beavercreek winning that one in straight sets. And Beavercreek wanting to try and duplicate that here. Northmont trying to dig deep, see if they can find something out of this timeout, trailing at 11-6. Coming back over to the big guy and trying to dig that one out was Jaden Allen, and he got a couple of touches on that one. But it was double contact on Allen, so it'll be point to Beavercreek. And we are going to see Parker Bickle come into the game for the first time for Northmont, as he will come in for Siren Scranton. The serve from Luke Buell, and Beavercreek a joust in the net, and that one thrown down by Eli Mosier as he finds the side to his liking and gets the point back for Northmont. Grundish out and Toshi Ibe in. Watching Toshi Ibe last year as a sophomore, just kind of coming out of nowhere, and boy, is he a fun player to watch for Northmont. See if they set him up. This time, no, back row set, and this hit by Jaden Allen. And the point for Beavercreek makes it 13-7. And the serve is Colin Brown for Beavercreek. Wheela Patel back in as well, wearing that orange libero jersey. Setting it over, here's eBay off the head of Haven Larison, and that went 5 rows into the stands here, as just talking about Toshi eBay moments ago, and he got that set to his liking and gets the point and the serve back. Moisture on the floor for a day as cool as it is. Next week at Pick Central, I'm going to guess temperatures aren't going to be in the 70s. We'll be at Beavercreek Central next weekend. We'll have 6 matches on Saturday and 4 more on Sunday. And again, I hope you'll make plans. If you're not coming up to watch the matches, and Pick Central not quite as big as Capital University, where we had all the matches the last several years pre-COVID. But last year, getting things back underway after missing 2020. And Pick Central, a great facility last year, and enjoyed the time up there. So we'll be back there next weekend. And one of these two teams hopes to be a part of that as well. A misfire by Beavercreek. So Northmont with a point, trailing at 13-9. And then serving again, first time we've seen Parker Bickle, a senior, and that one set right in the middle and flushed down by Colin Brown. And a big point on that one as with authority from junior Colin Brown. As Kolaskowski back to serve for Beavercreek. On a cross court, here's eBay, blocked but out of bounds. David Larison trying to slide over and cut off that kill attempt by eBay, but Ricochet's out of bounds, and Northmont gets the point as in to serve as Eli Mosier. We'll send that one to Aquila Patel. She gets it up, and sending it to that left side, blocked off a Culpepper's shot, comes back over and in the middle. Sending that one down is Haven Larison. And Larison with the kill and the point. As Patel out, Buell in. And Larison out and Stagel in. Stagel will go in to serve. Beavercreek up 15-10 and up 2 sets to none. Serve, return, and up and setting it right in the middle for Jordan Anderson. I haven't mentioned his name a lot, but he able to get a good solid swing on that one and collect the point for Northmont. The serve back over, and Parker Grundish in for Toshi eBay, and Grundish set to serve. The T-Bolts down by 4 here in the third set. That serve, though, not going to get it done. It goes flying deep, and out it goes. And it's 16-11 now. Beavercreek trying to keep things in control and not let Northmont claw their way back in. Tim Parsons in to serve now. Parson, a nice flat serve, deep, set to the front, and there's Anderson again. Jordan Anderson, the senior, if this is going to be it for him, he wants to go out with a little authority and a little exclamation point on that one as the glad hands as he checks out, and Dominic Smith back in. Smith a flat serve into the middle as Kolaskowski gets it up, then comes back to him. He'll roll the third shot over. Dominic Smith sets that one over, and sweeping that one wide was Jaden Allen. 17-12, Beavercreek with the lead. Culpepper back to serve, and let's watch what Josh Culpepper can do on the serve. Haven't seen him really dial it completely up just yet. And that might have been the broadcaster's jinx on him there as puts that one into the net, and point for Northmont. Keeps the T-Bolts within 4 at 17-13. Back in is John Lark as he swaps spots with Kyle Delano. Set up to the front in the middle, and just pushing that one over was Luke Buell off the left side. Jaden Allen gets it across, but returned up. Battle at the net, and that one went over and slapped down by Parker Bickle, but Beavercreek keeps it alive and gets it over in 3. And a set across court, and Jaden Allen has it dug out by Culpepper. To the front, finding the back corner and down. That is Austin Kolaskowski. 191 kills in the regular season. Kolaskowski more of a passer on the points, but that time rings the bell and makes it 18-13 Beavercreek. Luke Buell to serve. Buell at Jaden Allen gets it up to the front, coming right back at him on a set. Sends it across court, dug out, but sent wide by Buell. He not happy with his platform there and trying to dig that one out. And Buell out, Patel in. Server for the Thunderbolts is Jaden Allen. And that right in between two Beavercreek players, in between the hands of Koloskowski and Parson, and flies backwards, and that'll be an ace for Jaden Allen, who had 37 of them in the regular season. It was good for 5th in the G-Walk. Going hard at that back line again. This time Parsons gets it up, setting it to the middle back row attack, and that one will go wide though on a big swing from Josh Culpepper. And now Northmont to within 2 at 18-16. Not going away quietly. Jaden Allen, another serve. This time it's Koloskowski, gets it up in the overhit as eBay gets it over, but then it just hit the top of the net, set there, and swung right back down deep and in by Haven Larison. And a point for Beavercreek. Makes it a 3-point lead for the black and the orange. And right now Northmont pretty much needing side outs every time, cannot allow service points. Patel pops it to the front, and then a middle set. Not a good clean swing, I think, for Towers on that one. Now Koloskowski on the outside. That one set up to the front, but into the net it goes from Toshi Ibe. And 2016 now, Beavercreek with the lead, as we're going to see Jim Smith take his second time out here. Northmont needing a miracle, down 2-0 and trailing 20-16 from ESP Media, powered by Sidearm Sports. 20-16, Beavercreek with the lead. Northmont trying to hang on. They need to rally here and force this one to 5 if they want to advance on to the Elite 8, the state quarterfinals next Saturday at Pickerington Central. Colin Brown serving. Usually near the back line, but the ball comes up. eBay trying to get it over, blocked down at the net, and a joust at the net, and they're going to call a lift on Northmont right at the net, so the point goes to Beavercreek. And now a 5-point lead for Beavercreek. It's Colin Brown serving at 21-16. Into the back, Lark pops it up, trying to set up Toshi Ibe, blocked down at the front, and again in the way of that one was Haven Larison. But the block deflects over the sideline, goes out of bounds. It did not stay in, so he had it cut off, but the point goes to Northmont. 21-17 as Parker Bickle serving for Northmont, trying to hang in. Set at the middle, but sending that one deep and out. Missing it is Haven Larison. Northmont just will not go away, 21-18. And they need to win this one and then win 2 more to move on. A little drop serve on that one. Finds the opening. He'll get the ace as Austin Koloskowski diving, trying to catch it, but that one kind of had eyes in the donut hole, and Koloskowski couldn't dig out enough, and it goes out. So Bickle serving again. This time Culpepper slides over, gets it in the middle, and blocked down on the hit from Larison. Patel sets it over to the left side, sent over on the second shot by Towers. Now Toshi Ibe trying to get it over and blocked down and sent back at him, and he couldn't get to it. And Beavercreek will get the point. And now 3 points away from the match at 22-19.
Number 11, Austin Koloskowski.
Austin Koloskowski serving now for the Beavs, and that one will just go over John Lark, who did a little matrix duck out of the way on that one to avoid being hit by that serve that looked like it was going to hit him, and it went out. So a misfire on the serve. Northmont gets the point, hanging around 22-20. Here's Culpepper, but he sends that one off the hands of Dominic Smith, and the player of the year, Culpepper, gets the kill. It puts Beavercreek to within 2 now at 23-20. And into serve will be Nick Stagel. Nick Stagel wants to close it out. Northmont wants to get the side out and see what happens. Dominic Smith sets it to the front, into the middle, and there's Jordan Anderson again, this time returned by Beavercreek. Here's Anderson again, off the top of the net, off Stagel's hands, but flies into the stands, out of bounds. So another kill for Jordan Anderson. making his presence known here in the third set. And Northmont gets the serve back as they get that side out. Staying close, down 23-21. Parker Grundish ready to serve. Grundish, nice flat serve. Popped up by Koliskowski. Back row out. Tower sends it over on a 3-ball. Over to the right side. That nice hit by Delano. Popped up by Beavercreek, but they can't track it down after the initial dig out by Colin Brown. And that'll now bring Northmont to within 1 at 23-22. Timeout, Carroll Bysack and Beavercreek. As the Creek up 2-0, but Northmont hanging around in the third. From ESP Media, powered by Sidearm Sports. Well, Northmont with their backs against the wall, but have clawed to within 1 here in the third set, but they're down 2-9, 23-22. Not a lot of room for error. Parker Grundish, he had 11 aces in the regular season. See if he can make something happen. We're going to see Dominic Smith come in on defense for Parker Bickle. So thinking ahead, if a serve return by Beavercreek, going to the outside, Culpepper gets it to the front of the net. It was popped up by Anderson, but on the second crack, sent it right back into the net, and the ball falls down, and that will now put Beavercreek at match point. 1 point away from heading back to the Elite Eight in Division I and being one of the West Region champions. In to serve, Tim Parsons to close it out. His serve to the back corner. Play to the front. Here's Jaden Allen. Rolls that one over. Setting it, Culpepper for the kill and the victory, and that'll do it. Beavercreek in straight sets closes out Northmont. And the player of the year, Josh Culpepper, a perfect set and kill. Spells the end of the season for Northmont, and Beavercreek will move on as they will advance on to the Ohio Elite Eight in Division I, as they are a West Regional Finals champion, along with Centerville earlier today, as Beavercreek wins it in straight sets over Northmont, including this final by a 25-22 margin. That was the same as the second set, and Beavercreek winning 25-20 in the first set. So great season for Northmont, and Coach Jim Smith comes to an end. Their record will go to 14-12, and Beavercreek stays alive as they will advance to 16-7, and their match next Saturday afternoon will be against the Hudson Explorers. That'll be at 1:30 on June 4th. And again, all those championship matches taking place at Pickerington Central. Go to OhioBoysVolleyball.com for all of the information. OhioBoysVolleyball.com, and you can find the brackets and ticket information and everything, as that'll be at Pickerington Central High School next weekend. So one of those Division I matchups will be Beavercreek versus Hudson. That'll be at 1:30. And Centerville, a winner earlier today, and several of their players sticking around watching this match. Centerville will get a match against St. Ignatius next Saturday afternoon at 3:15. And again, all those broadcasts will be available on OhioBoysVolleyball.com, a link there to OHSBVABroadcast.com. In fact, if you want to do some scouting and watch all the other matches taking place in the OHSBVA Regional Finals today, all those matches are available live or on demand afterwards. OHSBVABroadcast.com. Again, Beavercreek will play Hudson. Centerville will take on St. Ignatius. Beavercreek and Centerville, the top two seeds here in the West Region, advance on to the state quarterfinals. That'll take place at Pickerington Central coming up next weekend. A big thanks to our executive producer, Rob Ebel. He's up in Columbus watching games today. And big thanks to my main man. Glad to have him back here working today. First time in several months, although hobbled around just a bit. John McCracken. My name is Greg Waddell. We thank you so much for watching all day long as Beavercreek in straight sets knocks out Northmont as they win it 3-0 and advance on to the state Elite Eight next Saturday. We thank you so much for watching the Ohio Boys Volleyball Regional Finals here, the West Regional Finals from ESP Media, powered by Sidearm Sports. Good afternoon.